Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. Not your first time here, you've been here a time or two, have not yet subscribed, I would invite all of you to do so. If you guys have subscribed and you guys have been here a time or two, welcome back. I'm so glad you guys are here. In today's video, I'm going to be creating this look using the Nomad Royal Europe palette. If you guys are excited to see what my thoughts are, what shades I used to get this look, then definitely keep on watching. This palette, first and foremost, is honestly, it's so pretty. It's definitely like a jewel toned themed type palette. It is like lifted and like raised. The letter, like the packaging is like, it's not smooth or anything like that. Not painful though. And then this is like the inside, a good size mirror. And again, all of those jewel tones. And in this palette, the shimmers are all like multichromes. Like, can you see? Hi. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna dive on into some swatches. So I may butcher some of these names. I'm just gonna be honest, I probably will. So starting off with the first row, this is Chambron Palace. This is like a very warm toned neutral, like a almost like a peachy brown, mustardy kind of brown. Then we have Willenau Palace. This is a very beautiful emerald type green. Then we have Palace of Versailles. This is more of like a seafoam type green. We have Buckingham Palace, which is a really pretty purple. We have Pina Palace. This is a very like pinky plum type shade. Moving on to the next row, we have Neptune Fountain. This is a neutral type brown, deeper brown. We have King's Room. This is more of, I guess, this one I guess would be a little bit more emerald. This one's a little bit more teal. Oh, this one's teal too. I don't know. Okay, so we have Hall of Mirrors. This is a teal as well. It's a little bit more blue, while this one leans a little bit more green. Then we have the Ballroom. This is a very good berry shade. Then we have Great Hall, which is kind of like a very like burgundy type shade. Then we're getting into, this is where I don't, can you even tell or see? So we have Imperial Crown here. I'm trying to see if you can tell. This is like a gold with a little bit of green in it. Trying to like figure out how I can get this so you guys can see it. Then we have this one here. This is a green and it shifts to like a blue. We have Bleu de France. This is a blue and purple. We have St. Edward's Crown. This is a purple. I mean, I really just honestly think it's just mostly purple with like a slight, if you turn it just the right way, I don't know, goldish type shade. And then last is Royal Treasure, which is this right here. This is like a red, orange, green, gold type of a shade. I want to do something a little bit more pinky, and I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to start into, actually, go a little bit more purpley. But I'm going to start off with the shade right here. This is called the Ballroom. So we're just going to start off with that. Ooh, quite a bit of kick up in the pan, like quite a bit. But this was like 2 dunks in. I'm going to dust it off just a little bit. A lot came off. It's fine. All right, let's just see how well it packs pigment. I'm just lightly going in. I'm not pressing hard because I don't want it to be over pigmented. But okay, that's really pretty. So far, so good. Okay. It's not patchy. It's blending out really nicely. Purples again, or purpley type colors, can definitely be harder to formulate. So I'm just gonna start on like the outer portion and then just slowly start bringing it up and over. So it kind of has a little bit more of like a gradient. The next shade I want to move on into is going to be this purple shade right here called Buckingham Palace. It's like a little bit more like a purple. And honestly, I may want to dip into another palette for my outer corner. I know. I can already hear people being like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? But I just want it to stick really purple. And I feel like there's not a color in here that's much deeper than this purple. And I still want my outer corner to be deeper. I just don't know. I'm just not quite 100% for sure what I want to do. Quite yet. I think that's turning out really pretty. Nomad's formula is very good. It's very, very pigmented. If you have ever had the ability to like dip your fingers into their palettes or swatch their palettes, let me tell you, their palettes are magical. It feels so buttery and soft, and it just seems like no matter what color story they do, no matter what type of shades they're doing, their formula is just a very standout formula. It's very, very good. It is very good. Like, this is a purple type of shade and tone, and I'm having like no issue at all with any of this. Like, it just glides right on the face and the eyes. Like, it's so beautiful. I don't really experience a ton of like fallout onto the face. There's a lot of kick up in the pan, but as buttery and smooth as they are, like, I feel like that's expected. And then I'm just going to go into that first brush, no extra product, and just make sure it's pink, and then like that. For the outer corner, I will go into this from Clarity. It's the Berry Royal palette. They have the shade in here called Pandora's Box, which I think is going to be like a perfect like addition to this look. Just picks them up, doesn't have a lot of kick up in the pan. I'm just starting to stamp this and blend, but it's like a very deep purple, and I think this is gonna go good for the type of look I'm trying to pull off. Because I think I'm gonna, right now I'm wearing something that's brown, but I may decide to change my clothing idea. Go for something a little bit more black, maybe. I don't know. I will now go back into the Nomad palette because I kind of want to do some gold on the lid. Let me see. There's two kind of goldy shades. I kind of want to see. They're like, I don't know, they're the same but different. Okay, let's go into the shade right here called Royal Treasure. I want to start with that first. I may just choose this shade for like all over the lid. Truthfully, it's gonna be pretty. It's very pretty. Oh, yeah, that's cute. I feel like I might want more depth. So I think I'm gonna go into Bleu de France, and I think I want that to be kind of in the center to outer portion of my lid. I think I like that. So I'm ready now to move on into the lower lash line, and I think we're just gonna kind of repeat what we did on the upper eye, just down here. And then we'll go into Buckingham Place and just kind of move that up a little bit. And then we will go into this palette to get that Pandora's Box shade. Okay. Kind kind of connect that. The inner corner, I'm going to take this shade right here called Berry Scandalous. No, Berry Sandcastle. Although Berry Scandalous sounds cute. I gotta be very careful with this. But I don't really want another duochrome on my inner corner. So I felt like this really pretty silver would be good. I'm gonna do like a little swoopity boopity. So here is the completed and final look, testing out the new Nomad Royal Eura palette. So what are my final thoughts on this palette? First and foremost, this is a very well done palette. I think it is so beautiful. I love like all the shades are like some sort of like duochrome, and you're really able to see the shift. It was really hard to get a shift with like the swatches and in the palette, but I feel like once on the eyes you can totally see that shift. It is just absolutely stunning. Again, their formula feels like butter. It literally feels like you're just sticking your hand in like really warm butter. Not like cold butter from the fridge, like nice warm where it's kind of heated up a little bit, but it's not like, you know, melted, but it's just so creamy and just going in there. And the pigmentation is there, the blendability is there. No matter what palette they're doing, no matter what color story it is, I feel like I always know I'm going to get a really good palette. I know that the products are always there. I know that the colors are always there, the pigmentation, the blendability, the formula in and of itself is just absolutely amazing. It's absolutely one of my all-time favorite formulas. I really, you know, I know a lot of people are really like, we want more jewel tone palettes. This has it. This is definitely a jewel tone palette. I think the only thing I could see some people not liking is that it's all duochromes. There's not really something for like the inner corner if you were wanting something not super duochrome like. Also for the purples, they didn't have something really nice and deep like I got from the Berry Royal palette from Clarity. But overall, I think it's a fantastic palette. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys like the look? Let me know if you guys are going to pick up this palette. If you've already picked it up, what are you guys thinking of that let me know all of that down below. If you guys enjoy makeup videos or sometimes talking about books here and there, make sure you guys have subscribed, click the little bell, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.